Sheryl Swoopes is crashing out, bro. I don't know if she's trolling. This thing been going viral. It says Sheryl Swoopes says that Caitlin Clark isn't dominating in the WNBA. What's wild about this? That's not even the worst comment she made. I'll get to that in a second. Here's another thing she said.
What Caitlin's been able to do in a short period of time has been very impressive. Because I know people are like, oh my God, you said she wouldn't be good. But I didn't say she wouldn't be good. I didn't think Caitlin or Angel would come into the league and dominate immediately. Which I don't think either of them did.
Come here and dominate off the rip. Averaging 17 is not dominated compared to averaging 30-something for 4 straight years.
But that was also like the first half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like after the break, I still don't think she's dominating, but she's a different.
What are you saying? I want y'all to read this. This says Caitlin Clark sets WNBA single season assist record and rookie scoring record. She's top 3 in MVP voting. And you're trying to say she's not dominating. What are you talking about? Like she has to be, she got to be trolling, bro. And I'm gonna say why she's trolling in a second. Let me play the rest of this clip.
You can say that about every player.
Of course, but this is obvious with her. She's throwing pitcher heads, wide open layups. They're smoking them. This could be 13 a game. This could be 14 a game. Like they're literally just dropping passes. And she's making a lot of mistakes as a point guard, as a rookie.
So
she makes a lot of
her stats are today what?
20 points, 8.4 assists, 6 rebounds.
That's crazy.
But
That's crazy. Is that
5.6 turnovers too.
Those are hell of a numbers.
Rookie.
But to me, that's not dominating.
Yeah, it's only not dominating because she's a rookie.
Now,
if she's putting up numbers like Asia right now, would she be dominating?
Yes.
So it's about the numbers. Yes. I don't look at the dominating factor being numbers. It's what you're doing on the floor. And those numbers would change if the factors on the floor changes. If you make that layup, the stats change. If you swing, I get a layup, stats change. These are factors on the floor that we don't get to see because we're glorifying the stat when we talk about dominating. And you look at the passing, like, that's an obvious thing. And Nalyssa Thomas is probably the only one that could be like, yo, I'm the passer.
Yeah, but
I'm the dominant.
Bro, they trolling. help me understand unless I'm tripping. How do you break an assist record, a rookie scoring record, and you're not dominating? You led your team to the playoffs for the first time in however many years. And that's not considered dominating. If you're an MVP candidate, you're dominating. You can't be an MVP candidate if you're not dominating. She's crashing out, bro. Like, I don't know if she's trolling. This is what I want y'all to look at. This is Sheryl Swoopes' career stats, right? And Sheryl Swoopes, she's a legend. You know, despite all this madness she's doing, she's a legend, right? Her best season was 2000. She averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. People consider Sheryl Swoopes a legend, right? Caitlin Clark's first year in the WNBA, she's averaging 19 points, almost 20 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. And she broke the assist record. Half a point or 0.8 points away from your best season ever, and people consider you dominant. Like, what are you talking about? To make matters worse, someone said, I've never seen a legend in the sport ruin their credibility over a vendetta with a current player like Sheryl Swoopes has over Caitlin Clark. This is wild. Since the break, Caitlin has averaged 24 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 4 3-pointers, basically, with a 44, 36, and 93 shooting split. You cannot be top 3 in the MVP race and not be dominating. That makes no sense. What I don't understand about the Sheryl Swoopes thing is Caitlin hasn't done anything wrong never done anything wrong to this lady. You messaged her anytime she gets the opportunity. She tries to discredit what the girl accomplished in the W so far. How the hell do you break the assist record, the rookie scoring record? Your top 3 MVP candidate is a rookie in the WNBA. You led your team to the playoffs. What I listed is not even half the accolade she's accomplished in WNBA. So how do you accomplish those things and you're not considered dominating? Like, what are we talking about? And that's not even the worst thing she said. So someone said, of all the things Swoopes said today, what bothers me most was to imply there's problems in the Fever locker room and that KM and AB are better off elsewhere. And then this is the clip of her talking about it. She moving weird, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some new shit going on around there.
It's a lot. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't
want to be here.
This is where I want to be.
Yeah,
this year.
Nalyssa.
There's a lot of shit going on. What kind of things do you feel?
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay. But just,
How could you say that and be like, oh, I'm not in the locker? Like, y'all see what I'm saying? She moving weird.
Here's my point. The beginning of the year, right? Everybody saw it. The Fever played, I don't know how many games.
6.
Shit, but tons, right? They played a lot of games the first half of the season.
Yep.
And you can see the difference that rest made for this team, for individual players and for the team. But the beginning of the year, you have a player like an Aaliyah Boston, who was Rookie of the Year last year, #1 draft pick, a hell of a player. But because things weren't going the way everybody thought they should, then you got social media coming out calling her everything but a child of God. Made the kid delete her social media. And now that they're winning and she's playing better, oh my God, we love you, Aaliyah.
Yeah.
But my thing is this. So what happens when Aaliyah ain't playing well again?
It's back to
It's
back to
what I
it.
mean? And so as a
How you gonna throw out? You just said that they're having issues in the locker room. Then you gonna say, "Oh, what happens when Aaliyah's not playing well again?" Like, what are you talking about? What happens when any player is not playing well? The fans gonna get on your ass. That's part of basketball, bro. What she talk about? You just said, yo, when anybody's playing bad, nobody's about to be out here saying like, oh, it's okay. Like, people are trying to win. They want their team to win. And it's not really them bashing them. It's just tough love. How you just put out there that they're having issues within their locker room. And then now you're trying to say, oh, well, when somebody starts playing bad, what's going to happen again? Like, what are you talking about? Like, yo, she's moving weird. Like, she's trying to like plant like a toxic energy in their locker room. And I guarantee, I know exactly what she's referring to. I'll play it next.
player,
Back to it. Back to
but as
it.
a player, do you want to like continue to stay in a situation where you keep yourself vulnerable to all of the hate that you know is going to come to you if you're not playing the way everybody thinks you should be playing?
But the grass ain't
And that's
greener.
even people who don't know basketball.
Grass ain't greener on the other side. You go to another team thinking it's gonna be different. It's the same and every.
But if you're a player, and I'm just using Aaliyah as an example because Aaliyah is not a free agent. But if you're a player like an Aaliyah Boston, you know the worth you bring to any other franchise. Now, and you know how that works. Not every player who's a free agent should leave because the grass probably ain't gonna be greener for you.
Facts.
But a player like a Kelsey Mitchell could be very valuable to anything.
Anywhere, yeah, facts.
She's referring to it, all that stuff. She's talking about the Nalyssa Smith and Dejanay Carrington thing, right? So I'll play. This thing breaks down exactly what happened. I'll just go ahead and play this.
In post when Dejanay Carrington put out, see what happens when my girl gets some touches because Nalyssa Smith was scoring, getting the ball, and Nalyssa Smith responded when she saw the post, fun while it lasted, babe, which got taken down by Nalyssa Smith real quick. Just let you know the whole time that they are in it together to go against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. She's on the team with the Fever, but she's not really on the team with the Fever. And like I said, I've been saying it from the jump. We seen that from the beginning when Caitlin Clark was getting the ball stolen consistently in the first game and second game by Dejanay Carrington. Where she stopped giving the tips and different things, you see it didn't happen again. And she started being able to score easily on the Connecticut Sun. But it's just a shame that Dejanay Carrington is the catalyst behind what's going on, trying to get drama, trying to get unnecessary tense feelings in the locker room of the Indiana Fever. Because we all know, especially as men, your girl, your wife, fiance, if she's feeling a certain way about something or she's not liking something or she has a grudge against somebody that maybe you work with or something, then unfortunately you may start feeling the type of way or you may, act different toward that person because you don't want to make your significant other upset. And that's what's going on in this situation. Nalyssa Smith is trying to make her significant other, Dejanay Carrington, happy. So she's doing whatever, being disruptive, being messy, leaving comments like that, just unnecessary stuff. And that's why I feel as though she's not going to be protected when it's time for the new expansion team to draft. She needs to go. This is the bottom line. Been saying this for a while. She's conniving. She's trying to be cutthroat and just weird things, man. So she definitely needs to leave because it's not going to work with her helping Dejanay Carrington and allow her to control what goes zone.
That's what she's referring to. I've been said that like the Fever got to make a decision on Nalyssa Smith at some point. Here's the thing. I don't feel like what Nalyssa Smith did will happen anywhere she goes. It's not going to happen. There's just so much energy around it because she's on the Fever with Caitlin Clark, who's the most popular player in the WNBA. If you've been on my channel, you saw when I talked to Quinn Cook. I asked Quinn Cook, what's the difference on being on a Steph Curry team versus LeBron team? And he was telling me there's a microscope on every little thing LeBron does. There's cameras on you 24/7 for the moment you wake up to when you go to bed. Whatever you're doing with the Lakers, if you play bad with the Lakers, just know if you go on Twitter, they on your head. Fans on your head. There's just a bunch of stuff. That's similar to what it is with being on Caitlin Clark's team. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. If you're not hooping, yeah, fans are going to be on your head. It's the same thing. I mean, if that's what she's referring to, I don't understand why she's trying to get on Gilbert podcast and trying to act like their locker room seat toxic. I look at Swoopes now. She's a legend, like I said, but I look at Sheryl. She's like Skip to LeBron in the NBA. Skip is to LeBron as what Swoopes is to Caitlin. Like that's what she's turning herself into. Supposed to be like a Allen Iverson, like one of those legends we respect. She's just messing it up for herself. Like, why? Like, what are you talking about? How's she not dominating? How do you break an assist record and you not dominating? That doesn't make any sense. You broke an assist record. You got your team in the playoffs. You broke the rookie scoring record. You're top 3 in MVP. Like, how are you not dominating? Like, someone explain that to me. Like, yo, she tripping, bro. I don't know. She tripping. But y'all let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. I'm sure something else gonna come out. Like I said, the WNBA got so much drama, bro. There's always something new. At least with the NBA, you gotta dig a little bit. The W is just anytime you wake up, there's something new. It's crazy, bro. So, I mean, y'all let me know your thoughts on that. And as always, it's your boy.